Live. We're there. 6 o'clock on the dot. Not bad.
No.
Thanks for joining us. As ever, I'm Mike on a Thursday night, filling in for Ian, who's taken it upon himself to take his family to the Lake District to watch him run 50 miles up hills this weekend.
Wow.
So good luck to Ian, and better luck to his family, I think, for watching that. Special edition this evening on Thursday night to introduce a brand new agent into the avocado fold. Not brand new, I think, 15 odd years experience below me, Matthew. My accountant dealt with you over 10 years ago and still remembers you giving him really good service, helping him find a house and helping plan out extensions in Warfield. So the reputation precedes you.
Yeah, that's great.
The other thing my accountant said was, what did you guys do to Ellen? Where's she gone? So let's start there.
She's just late to the show. No, I'm joking. If anyone, well, I suppose everyone probably watching this has probably seen the video that we put out earlier this week about Ellen shooting off and following her dreams of what she wants to do in her life, and basically go traveling. So it's a sad thing to happen, but it's also quite a positive thing to happen because we're quite happy that she's going on and doing what she wants to do. She's actually, believe it or not, she's turned into a slacker. She's in Spain right now, sunning herself.
Already started
in a bougie hotel somewhere. So
Drinking sangria.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just popping on the message to say, if you've got any questions, please pop us a message and we'll answer live. There we go. Adding it on. Evening, Darren. Thanks for joining us. Darren, your dad's about to fit my mum's kitchen, so look after my mum. And hello. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Random joint question there, but if you need a kitchen fitter, Darren's dad comes very highly recommended. Yeah, there you go. Double recommended.
Yeah.
Live on Facebook. Can't get better than that. So we've offed Ellen. Ellen's going travelling. Ellen's going to have the time of her life as a free spirit in elephant sanctuaries and charity and all sorts of different events that she's taken on after 2.5 odd years of superb service to the Bracknell area. Matt, let's have a brief history of Matt Ovenden in what we've called the executive log cabin this evening.
Yeah. So, a brief history of me at Avocado so far. It's been an excellent experience, to be honest. Me, Sanjay, and Ellen, they've been working really well as a team, and I've really enjoyed just the reception from the clients that we've been dealing with. It's just been refreshing, to be honest. I don't know what other word I can say. It's just been refreshing. I've been doing this estate agency for 12 plus years now, and it's just a whole different way of working, and it's been an eye opener for me. So I absolutely love everything I've done so far, and I'm really excited what the future holds for me and Sanjay. So.
Can we talk about what's on the wall behind you for those who don't know?
So I'm in a small corner of my bar here. So behind me, this is, two of the jerseys here are my high school jerseys. That was very successful, won a few championships with those jerseys. And then the other one is, it was called Travel Ice Hockey. I played ice hockey, if no one knows. Also, I was born in Canada, lived in Texas, and I spent a lot of my time down there, and I was quite successful ice hockey player, and I became an estate agent somehow. So
it's a natural progression.
Yeah,
you're the second ex-professional ice hockey player I've worked with.
Yeah,
strange fact.
Yeah,
I don't know how that stacks up against every other estate agent.
You don't see them around here, so
can anyone beat 2? If you're out there, Darren Dirksen, by the way.
I know Darren Dirksen. Yeah.
Bracknell lad. So you could win in a shoulder barge contest yourself or Darren. Some serious size shoulders going on. But that's a brief introduction to Matthew. Obviously, massively experienced, and don't let the accent mislead you. He's been local to Bracknell for the thick end of 15 years and knows absolutely everything inside out, which I'm about to test you on.
Okay, yeah, that's
That's
fine.
okay.
I mean, I've been here, for like you said, like 15 plus years, and my family's actually English, funny enough. So I was just born in Canada. I can't lose the accent. So my mom lives in Derbyshire. So yeah, I'm
Trademark
British.
now.
I'm British blood, I would say.
So here's your 3 questions, and
Okay.
I'll let Sanjay mark you out of 10 on your answers.
Right. Okay.
What's the best type of house in Bracknell?
Best type of house. Me personally, I went to evaluation today. Actually, those Priestwood 3-4 bed houses there, end terrace, semi-detached ones. I really like those because there's so much you can do with those. There's so much space inside. They're solid homes, and they're very popular as well. Me personally, I think those are the best sort of houses for me.
Those 4 beds, they're quite hard to get hold of. Not so many of them, right?
Yeah.
What's the best place to go with your family in Bracknell?
Oh God, there's so much you can do, especially nowadays with the new town center. God, like 10 years ago when I first came, 15, 20 years ago, you couldn't do anything in Bracknell. But now, the nice now new town center. Me and my wife go to South Hill Park quite a lot. Live just down the road from it, and Swinley Forest, loads to do there. So Bracknell, there's so much to do here for families. So you can't go wrong wherever you go.
And thirdly, and the most important question to everyone, what's the best pub in Bracknell?
Be careful how you answer this, Matthew.
Wow. Okay.
Are you sitting in the best pub in Bracknell?
It depends on what experience you want, to be honest. So there's loads of pubs in Bracknell. Me personally, I go to the Golden Retriever quite a lot because Hannah's parents, my wife, live just down the road from it. So we go there quite a lot as a family. But if you want more of an atmosphere, nightlife, you got the Admiral. You can't go wrong with that, right? If you want that sort of atmosphere. And they've done an excellent job in the last few years with that, sort of bringing that up. So
Sanjay, marks out of 10 for local opinion.
So I gave the first answer, I gave an 8. The second, I gave a 10. 10 out of 10 for that one.
Okay.
And the pub question, I gave a 7.
Really? Okay. What's your favorite pub then?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Admiral has got everything. It's actually really cool because you've got so many different zones there, and they've done a really, really good job there. And I do like the Admiral. I mean, it's down to personal taste, isn't it? I like an older grade 2 listed fireplace and everything. So the Stag and Hounds for me.
Yeah. Well, we do go there quite a lot. So business wise, we go there.
Yeah, that's where we do our meetings.
Get a mean pizza in the Stag and Hounds. I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah, good food there. Definitely good food there.
Yeah.
Darren's just popped out of context. Lee Curtis. Is Lee Curtis an ex-professional ice hockey player?
So me and Lee Curtis are very good friends. I actually play hockey with him. I'm actually doing a hockey tournament with him in a couple weeks. So yeah. So he has been brought up in the Bracknell Ice Hockey Club for many, many years. So
there you go. There's 3. We can almost get a team out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'll be on the bench. I'm not skating.
I'm actually going to be talking to them to sponsor Avocado at our next hockey tournament. So watch the space.
There'll be some seriously special jerseys if we can get the Avocado on.
That's what I'm planning on doing. Yeah, see how the guys will accept to that.
So we're obviously talking Bracknell. The world, if the media will have you believe it, the world's on its head. So guys, let's have a 90-second property market update specifically for the people of Bracknell.
I think first thing is absolutely first. Please, if you're listening to this, do not listen to the media. This week, we have 5 properties go under offer. 3 of them have been at asking price. 1 of them has been over asking price. So you tell me, I mean, this is just Bracknell and surrounding areas, but you tell me if you think the property market, you should believe what you hear in the media. In my opinion, absolutely not. Interest rates have also come down. We've been speaking to our mortgage broker as well. Their HSBC have actually reduced their rates, believe it or not. Even though it's a minor reduction, it's still a reduction. Inflation rates come down slightly. It's so much positivity. people are definitely still moving. I think so, Matt. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree with exactly what you're saying there. I mean, if you price properties correctly, give the honest opinion on what's happened with the market, you're going to have a successful sale. So there's no reason to lie and give a high price on it if it's not going to sell at that price.
So to give anyone out there watching a really good barometer of the housing market, if you're looking in an area that's unfamiliar to you, go on Rightmove and type in the town name. So type in Bracknell and you'll find there's 510 houses for sale. Obviously, that includes a lot of double listings, a lot of retirement properties, and a lot of new homes. But take that in mind that we're doing a rough calculation here to look at the market. Then untick the filters button and say include properties that are under offer, and you'll find that number bounces up to 1,123. So there are 613 houses currently under offer in Bracknell compared to 510 on the market. The way an estate agent will often judge a market is if there are more sold boards than for sale boards, because the majority of property is under offer. I was speaking to an estate agent in North Wales a little earlier, and in his area, there's something like twice as many houses for sale than there are sold. So in his area, it's firmly a buyer's market, whereas ours sits still a seller's market, regardless of what the media will have you say, because there are more houses sold than there are available for sale. I think that's still a hangover from the stamp duty holiday, the COVID times where supply is reasonably fixed in this area. And we got down to single figures of properties for sale.
We are at single figures of properties for sale for the first time in the last 4 months, I think. I think the start of this year was really odd. It was really funny. It was really bit question marks. There were so many question marks. There was so much uncertainty. But I think as the months have come on, as we've gotten more into the year, everyone's just got a lot more positive and thought, you know what? We need to move. Let's just make this move happen. And the reality is, Matt Barrell, shout out to you. He's probably been listening to Tom Panos. If you don't know who Tom Panos is, he's a real agent in Australia. He said you get married to a house and you date interest rates. You date your mortgage, because the mortgage is not forever. That's going to be changing, but you're going to be in your house majority of time for long term. So, and I've been trying to explain that and educate our clients and buyers with that as well, because if they're saying they're not going to move for interest rates, there's always going to be something. They're not going to move because the prices are too high. They're not going to move because there's too many offers or there's too many buyers on the house. You know, I just feel like don't pull your excuses. If you want to move, make the move happen. It's possible. Absolutely.
Brings me on to a great point for us to discuss when you're saying don't wait or don't date interest rates, marry the house. It's a really good analogy. A property that you sold 2 years ago, 22 months, I think, ago since it completed, has come back to the market this week. So let's give a live example of 2 years ago to today. What's the differences and how's it gone?
So 2 years ago, I remember launching this house and I did an open day, had 8 viewings there and 2 offers, and it sold for asking price. Now, considering we've gone through what we've gone through the last 2 years, and then we've come into 2023 where inflation rate is high, that house is now sold under offer to a cash buyer with no chain for £53,000 more than what the owners bought it for. That's the difference in, I think, where the market we're in at the moment, and also the way we market homes. I cannot stress this, and I'm fully convinced. I was having a chat with Matt earlier about this early in the week. I'm fully convinced the way we actually deliver these properties on marketing, and we had too many inquiries to deal with at one point. We had to take it off the market. So it just goes to show, if you think it's different, if you think it's bad, maybe not the case.
Yeah, so 11.5% increase over the last 2 years, when the media would tell you house prices have dropped. And if you're on TikTok, the house market's going to drop 30%. comments from any estate agents who are watching are welcome.
I think that's the
what
most
you think.
common question that
Buyers
we
or sellers market.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most common question we get right now. I did evaluation today, and I had that question today. Is like, what's the market doing? In Bracknell, we don't see it dropping as much as what the news and the media say. So it's such a popular area, but its key thing is to get the marketing right, get the price right, and you will have a successful sale.
Absolutely. So we've seen where we've been this year. We've seen where we are this year. 5 months till Christmas, Sanjay. You love Christmas.
Wow.
Is the tree up? Is that's not your Christmas tree in the background?
It's just a plant. Don't worry. I could put some fairy lights and twinkling lights on it if you really want this time.
5 months till Christmas.
Wow.
In the end of the year. So if you want to move this year or you want to be gone by Christmas, clock's ticking. I know we've just started summer holidays, so love to stir up some controversy by mentioning
Although
Christmas.
it doesn't feel like summer at the moment with the rain that's been happening recently.
It does feel closer to Christmas, doesn't it? Yeah. What's your advice for the rest of the year? What's likely to happen, and what should people be doing if they're on the fence about doing something?
So I actually had a conversation with someone the other day, and they said, shall we wait until September to put our home on the market? And my immediate question was, what's your thought process behind that? They said they did not want to physically move this side of the year. So they wanted to put the home on the market in September, go under offer in the coming weeks, the month, be under offer in October, then go leisurely find their next home. They weren't worried about time of year marketing or market where it's going to be, if it's going to be busy or not, if they're going to find something. They wanted to put it to their schedule, their time frame. Which I found was actually quite interesting. But then on the flip side of that, I also had a message today through one of our clients said, do you think we'll be able to get into our home in December? We only agreed the offer yesterday. And obviously there is an onward chain. So there's obviously a lot of question marks in it. But yeah, I think you're kind of on the cusp, in my opinion, because the legal process, Matt, you'll know about this. The legal process is horrendous. There's so many more hoops to jump through, and everything's taking longer at the moment with solicitors. So yeah, you want to get a wiggle on.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Matt? What are you thinking? What are people talking to you about with timescales to give people an indication of how many houses are going to come on the market during the summer holidays? Is it going to be a slow period, or is it going to be a bumper period for listings for people to look at?
I mean, also, I just recently been here, sort of 3 or 4 weeks now, so I haven't really come up across that sort of question, really. But I've also worked in Bracknell and Warfel for many years, really. But typically speaking, through the sort of summer holidays, it does tend to slow down a little bit. But I mean, I think the market is still going to be sort of consistent, really. I think it's going to be sort of steady. But if you are thinking about moving this year, obviously you do need to get wiggle on, because obviously the process nowadays, it takes a lot longer for the sales to go through with regards to solicitors right now. So yeah, if you want to move this year, I definitely recommend coming on the market now, because obviously things are changing week by week with regards to inflation, with regards to what's happening in the media, what's happening with the interest rates, really. So yeah, if you want to move and serious about moving, just get yourself on the market, really. So,
open question. What are you most looking forward to?
What am I most
partner?
As an avocado partner, just working with you guys, really, just like the brand, and I mean the reception I've had from clients so far, it's been an eye opener. Just it's been such a better feeling in regards to sitting in somebody's living room, not wearing a suit, and just having a friendly, open conversation, not feeling pressured, and having to worry about getting that signed contract straight away when you get back to the office, right? So I'm just looking forward to working the avocado way, really. So yeah.
We're talking about timescales, and we're talking about solicitors, legals, finances, that side of things. Those out there in internet world may or may not know. I've gone through my own experience of trying to sell and buy a property, which has been mixed. DM me for more info on
Have you moved?
the word mixed leading.
You moved.
My solicitor has had me in a place to exchange within 6.5 weeks on both properties that I've tried to buy. My financial advisor had a mortgage offer in 28 minutes for me. It can be done.
It's true. I had
a mortgage offer. He went back to the bank because everything changed, and he got me a revised offer in 28 minutes. I believe that's a world record. Again, any financial advisors out there on LinkedIn, tell me if you've ever done it quicker than that. 28 minutes for a mortgage offer.
We had one within a couple of hours, maybe like an afternoon, but it was like rapid. So it could definitely be done. Absolutely, I second that.
Pick your team around you, and if you do want to move, if there's no chain, you can be done in 6 weeks. It can be done. Just get in contact if you want to know the details of those people. Sanjay knows them, I know them, Matt know them.
Mm-hmm.
Gents, you're famous for Beat the Portals. You're famous for racing each other onto Instagram and Facebook. What's the fastest social media engine?
I think it's funny because Matt hasn't. We've only done one Beat the Portals, haven't we, so far?
Great ending to it.
Because officially you launched last Friday, so great ending to it. I think I've got actually an idea. When I first suggested this beat, I remember when I suggested this 3 months into launching this business. I've actually got something which could change it up completely, which I'm not going to disclose now. I will disclose internally, and the general public may see it soon. But it's definitely going to be interesting if it works. But yes, we like to race each other to see who goes first. But Joe, what it's just having a bit more of an engaging chat with our audience, because we know sometimes I see it time and time again. It just looks sometimes it looks boring, and I don't want it to look boring. If I was watching it, I would want it to be engaged. I'd want to be excited. And to be fair, we always get excited about our listings because we build quite a solid relationship with our clients. So that's kind of where it comes from. But very excited.
Yeah.
Sanjay, I've never known you not excited. Excited's the word. Matt, can we beat the portals live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn? What's coming up in the next week for you guys?
So me and Sanjay got really exciting property that we taken on yesterday over in Great Hollands. So we've got something.
It's nice. It's the different side, isn't it? It's the we can't tell them the road. We can't say the road name, but we'll Yeah.
I was the drive into this road was absolutely amazing. Me and Sanjay had a conversation when we got there. It's really good road there, really good community there. But we got 3-bed. Semi-detached property coming on there for rounds for 450. So and we got a few other bits coming as well, which wait to see. Watch the space.
We've got a few things in the pipeline which we're super excited to drop, but we don't want to disclose too much right now. But you know where to find us if you want to know.
Yeah,
social media. It's where it's going to hit first.
There you go. I was about to plug you, and you got in first. Is if you want to get the drop on properties in Bracknell before anybody else, get on Instagram or Facebook, and you'll see these guys going live in front of houses way before they're ever going to hit Rightmove. So you get the first opportunity.
Can I just say as well, the last 2 months, I actually looked at it the other day. Almost 50% of our homes that we've brought to the market have not hit Rightmove or Zoopla. They've come from the buyers have come from our social media and buyers that we are already speaking to. So it is super important and absolute critical that you do contact us. And those buyers for those homes have been the perfect buyers to match with those, with the owners we've got, which I'm so happy about. So if you are interested, you need to be in the loop with us and on our social media, especially.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for people to consider when they're buying or they're selling a house, is not just getting it on Rightmove. Price is important, but best buyer in a market where it can take a long time for people to complete, a best buyer will get you moved and will be worth a huge amount of value to you in pounds and pence in the long run. Can't stress that enough. Everyone's got their own motivations, but having a good buyer for your house, the buyer that's going to be flexible, move to your time scales, do what you need to do, help you in your search, secure your chain is absolutely massive. And I know he's not watching because he's not on Facebook, but the guy buying my house, he's been superb. He's a cash buyer, and he's just done everything he can to ensure that I'm in a great position to go and secure the next property, which is a house that I want to stay in for 20 years. And part of the reason I secured that house over somebody else was because I had a phenomenal buyer who was just willing to wait as long as it took until I secured something. So from my point of view, I probably could have sold my house for more money, but my buyer probably got me my next house.
Yeah. In the current market, is very important to have a really good buyer behind you. Obviously, money does talk, but having a really solid buyer, it just goes lengths. So in my opinion, obviously the buyers that we've got so far, they're so passionate about obviously the process and what we do and looking for what's the next property coming out for us. So it's such a good reaction.
Well, it's a prime example. We had an open house at a 3-bedroom in Harmswater, and we had 3 offers on it, and they were all the same price. So it was almost like the owner's like, well, which one should we go with? And as soon as they ask us that question, we need to figure out which buyer is going to be the best buyer for our clients to move forward with. And we picked the one that was emotionally invested in that home, didn't want to mess about, had done their research, had brought their parents around, they were first-time buyers. There was so much into it. And I think that speaks volumes and so much value. Yeah.
And you gain trust not only from your sellers as well, what I've noticed, but you've also gained the trust from the buyers, which you don't normally get that. Also, you work in a high street agent. You don't know them at all, but you generally know your buyers and they trust you everything you say, really. So
it makes a massive difference. And their need and demand to earn an avocado keyring off you, no doubt, is part of the reason why they want to make an offer. With you guys. Cannot stress that enough. They're a currency, those things.
I've literally had like messages on Instagram saying, we're not buying or selling for you, but can we have an Alan avocado keyring? Unfortunately, it's just exclusively for our clients. Sorry.
There's a few knocking around Moorfield after the last school fete we did. Sorry about that. Might devalue the brand. Lots of children holding avocado keyrings in Moorfield right now, but good luck to them. So, gents, anything else you want to wrap up with?
I'm just super excited for this journey to embark on and just go forward, head first into it. Just a shout out to Ellen because we did have she did get very emotional in the last few days, to be honest with you. Even though she's still going to be here for the next few months, in the background. But for Matt to come in and take that baton and literally go headstrong into it, and already our clients are just like super, super impressed, and I can see it just getting even bigger and better. Sorry, Ellen, but yeah, I can see it going that way, which I'm super excited about, and that's kind of the goal, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm super excited about this journey, and also me and Sanjay have been friends for many years, and me and Ellen as well. So it just makes it so much easier, and we're just really good sort of team, really. And I'm really looking forward to working with everyone, really, and giving good service. And
well, gents, long may it continue. Long may the happy people of Bracknell back you on Facebook and continue following your page. If anyone's got any questions, as you know, pop them on the feed below, even if you're not watching live, and we'll do our best to come back to you. Until next Thursday, thanks for watching.
See you later.